Hello and welcome to another video. I am back today with the Abominable Book Club September edition. Now I know that it's October the 9th right now. They're delayed again, but they did actually send an email out this time to say that they were going to be delayed. So, you know, not that much of an issue. Previously when they've been delayed, they've not sent out an email. They've not really let customers know unless they actually go onto their Facebook page or anything like that. So I knew this was going to be late, but people did get their packages about a week ago. I always seem to be in the final shipping wave, but I have it now. I have it here, and I have not looked inside, but I've opened it. So that is what we've got. So we've got two paperback books, and then we have the rather large looking second-hand book in there as well. So we are going to make a start. First, going to get out the bookmark, which is here. Get a bookmark with short story on the back, which usually doesn't want to focus, but I will, as I usually do, I will put up a picture with that short story on it if you would like to read that. So let's get the first book out. This one is Blood Like Mine, Stuart Neville. You'll do anything to protect your child, even if she's a monster. Sounds quite interesting, doesn't it? So I will read you what it says. A mother's love, a daughter's devotion, a man's obsession, and the darkness that lives within us all. Rebecca Carter and her daughter Monica, nicknamed Moonflower, travel the American West, but wherever they go, bodies are left behind. Special Agent Mark Donner of the FBI has been tracking a serial killer for 2 years, a murderer who kills only men, all of them with their throats opened and their bodies bled out. The killer leaves no trace, no clues. Donner believes that he's on the trail of a middle-aged woman who often poses as a child online to lure in her prey. But it's never been enough to track her down until now. And so begins a cat-and-mouse game between Donner, Rebecca and Moonflower. But who is the actual hunter and who is the actual prey? For perhaps Moonflower isn't the child that her mother claims she is. And as Donner puts everything on the line to capture them, maybe he isn't prepared to face what is really out there. Okay, that definitely sounds really interesting. Really nice kind of premise there. So a child who's a serial killer, I guess, or some kind of monster or something like that. Yeah, sounds interesting, that. Next up we have, what is this? Oh, nice. We have a Chuck Tingle book. Lucky Day, All Bets Are Off. As well as doing absurd erotic fiction, Chuck Tingle does actually do actual novels from time to time. I love the cover on this and the artwork as well. That's really nice. It says, what's happening in Vegas isn't staying there. 4 years ago, an unthinkable disaster occurred. The low probability event. 8 million killed in a single day, each of them in improbable, bizarre ways. Strangled by parade balloon ropes. Torn apart by exploding manhole covers. Attacked by a chimpanzee wielding a typewriter. A day that proved anything is possible, no matter the odds. Vera, a former statistics and probability professor, lost everything that day, and she still struggles to make sense of the unbelievable catastrophe. To her, God is dead and nothing matters anymore. When Special Agent Lane shows up on Vera's doorstep investigating I'll get words right one day. Investigating a suspiciously and statistically impossibly, it does actually say and statistically impossibly. Lucky Casino. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. My brain is just not functioning today, apparently. He needs her help to prove the casino's role in the LPA and offers Vera one last chance to make sense of an unlikely world. So again, another one that sounds really interesting. Some kind of like post-apocalyptic thing. Well, not really post-apocalyptic. If only 8 million people were killed. I know that's a significant number, but wouldn't be like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I do have one of the Chuck Tingle horror novel, Camp Damascus, which is a horror set at a conversion camp. So really happy to get another one. And like I said, the premise definitely sounds interesting. I need to see that chimpanzee killing people with a typewriter. So we have a signed book plate by Chuck Tingle. That's pretty cool. Let's pop that inside the book there. And we have we often get like a note from the author, but not this time. We just have the second-hand book, and it is a chunky one. It is a paperback. Hopefully it's not a thriller, because they usually are. Okay then, let's have a look. And it is, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I've got it. That's really common Stephen King book. You see Dreamcatcher like pretty much everywhere. So yeah, I mean, I'll read out the blurb anyway. I do already have this in hardback, but in Derry, Maine, 4 young boys once stood together and did a brave thing, something that changed them in ways they hardly understand. A quarter of a century later, the boys and men who have gone their separate ways. I've not read the book, but I bet one of them at least is an alcoholic writer. Though they still get together once a year to go hunting in the north woods of Maine. But this time is different. This time a man comes stumbling into their camp, lost, disoriented, and muttering about lights in the sky. Before long, these old friends will be plunged into the most remarkable events of their lives as they struggle with a terrible creature from another world. Their only chance of survival is locked in their shared past and in the Dreamcatcher. So, like I said, I've not read this one. I have seen the film. Wasn't very good. So it's not something that I'm really like rushing to read. I may get through it one day. It is very long. How many pages we got here? 694. So say 700 pages. That is a lot. Nowhere near as big as King's biggest books, like It and The Stand, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty chunky, and one that I already have. So that will be going on either my sell pile or my charity pile. Probably my charity pile, because like I said, this is a really common book. No one really is going to be paying through the nose for that. So yeah, but that was made up for by the 2 really interesting looking other books there. Really happy with both of those. They both sound really good, so happy to add those to my collection. So that is it for the Abominable Book Club September edition. Place your bets now if you think the October edition is going to come in October or November. Hopefully they can kind of like catch up, but we'll see. So this is actually the first video I'm putting out today. I also have another video coming later with a charity shop haul, so look forward to that. That will be on this channel this afternoon. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.